class, on James 3:13 to 18, this is a pretty straightforward phrasing actually, and you can see I have the textbook over here on the right and the phrasing that I have modified and adjusted a few items here on the left. So if you've looked at this answer key prior to my editing it, you may see some differences. All right, let's begin first of all with 13. The rhetorical question is asked, well, who is wise and understanding among you? All right, so it's a rhetorical question. If someone is wise and understanding, then here's the command. They must show their works. And how do they do that? Well, there's the command or the exhortation. They do this. The means by which they show their works is from this good conduct. And the manner in which they show their wisdom is in the humility of wisdom. Now, that'll preach right there. There are the characteristics, the means and the manner of someone who is wise. Now, 14, we have a condition, and you'll remember that from your basic grammar, that the if clause is the protasis, and then the then clause is the apodosis. So I've marked those here. So here's the condition. Okay, but if you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambition. Now I went ahead and brought that down just to match the phrasing that Blomberg uses, but you could easily have just left the combination right up here on one line, and you save a lot of space. Okay, so where's the place of this condition? If there's bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your heart, okay, there's the location or the place, then do not boast and do not lie. This negative, this may, outside of the indicative, is giving an exhortation, don't boast, and the may covers don't lie against the truth. Okay, so everything's looking pretty good to here. Now, let's see, 15. Let's see, 15 is still, we're on track here. The assertion, this is not wisdom coming down from above, but, okay, I like to do these a little differently because this Allah is a contrast, and so it's really contrasting two sentences. Okay, this is not this is not the wisdom that's coming down from above, but the other side, it is, okay, so that's understood in the second sentence. So I put it in English, but it is earthly, natural, and demonic. And what you have is a contrasting series or list. You could probably call it either. Okay, so that's a little different than the way Blomberg did his, and hopefully you can see my reasoning for that. So if I were preaching this, you can see even from down here in my outline, earthly conduct is not wisdom from above. Boasting and lying against the truth is earthly, and earthly conduct is not from heaven. And I'll just bring the rest of it up here. It's earthly, natural, and demonic. So I see four characteristics there. Okay, so that's how you use your phrasing to get your sermon outline. Okay, then in 16 We see the place, because you've got hapu, where, for wherever there's jealousy and selfish ambition. I kept those on one line. He chose to bring it down. And probably, class, if you look there, it's because of he's out of space on the type page. So he just word wraps it. I kept it up here. I've got plenty of room. So you can do it how you want to there. You can be creative on that, or I like to keep it simple as I can. But the basis is there are disorder and every base deed, okay? So that's the basis of what's going on up here in 15b, okay? Then there's the contrast, which we go into another series or a list. I would call it a list, but by definition, it could be a series as well. Okay, so wisdom that is from above is first pure, and then he goes down through the list: gentle, willing to submit, and so forth. Then in 318, here's the result. And a harvest, fruit, harvest of righteousness is sown. What's the manner? In peace. And the sphere is to the ones making peace. All right, then you can look at my sermon outline and check it with yours. You may come up with something different. You should, probably. But that gives us our phrasing for this week.